What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another video. Now, I typically make these videos on the first of the month. I didn't really have time to do it on the first because it was the weekend and it was a busy day, but I'm going to be making this on the 3rd of March to go over exactly how much I made in dividends for February 2025. Now, this is the second month of this year, January, February, and this is well over a year for how long I've been, doing this dividend portfolio. And I want to show you guys the year to date. I really don't want to get into all time at all. Maybe I'll get into all time in later videos, but I think right now it's about how much I'm making in dividends for this year, how much I'm seeing in growth for this year as well, and kind of compare that to what I saw last year during those times. So if you guys could, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you want to check out any of the links for Robinhood, Webull, any other platform, feel free to check out those down below. But I've spent quite a bit of time investing into different ETFs as well as some growth positions, some plays that don't really have the largest dividends possible, but things that can give me growth. But this is more about the dividend side of things. So the last time we checked, I believe my dividend account was sitting at 150,000, if I'm not mistaken. It might even have been a little bit less, but it was around that level. So we're definitely seeing a little bit of an increase from the last month in the overall market. So currently, my dividend portfolio is sitting at $155,758.86, which changes every second because the market is still open at the time of recording this video. We're down by $962, which is about 0.6% in the last day, in the last 24 hours. If we look at how we've performed over the last week, we are down by almost 0.5%, $747 or so. In the last month, we are up by about 2.5%, $3,775.97, which is great to see the growth. It shows that over time, you are able to make a decent amount of money. Now, over the last year to date, we're not going to go 3 months because that includes prior year. We look at year to date, and we're currently standing at a 4.4% gain year to date, $6,593.36. Fantastic to have that much, right? Up 4%, I'll take that in the beginning of the year. We could see any type of fluctuation. We could see any type of falls as well. So we know we can move by 1%, 2% in any given day. And seeing that we're moving by a 0.6% today, that's kind of proven my point, right? It's not necessarily saying that you're going to stay at plus 4% and or up to 5 or 6%. You may fall down to being plus 3% or plus 1%. But throughout time, throughout the year, I would expect to see somewhere around the 5 to 10% range for how much we're able to gain just on those gains itself. But what we're here for is not specifically just for the gains. We're here for the dividends and how much we're going to be paid out. Now, if I go over to my account, let me go back over here and let me go to my account and show you exactly how much I was paid each individual payment from February, starting on February 5th. February 5th, I got a dividend from JP Morgan Equity Premium of $94.35. I did receive a dividend on February 14th for Realty Income, that's ticker symbol O, that's at $60.19. We did receive a small dividend from Dow Jones Industrial Average of 38 cents, $28.81 from Wisdom Tree US High Dividend Fund, and then Investico S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF is $70.47. Great. It's an off month, right? It's not a quarterly month for my dividend payout, but we are still receiving a decent amount in dividends. I want to get to a point where no matter what, if it's monthly or if it's quarterly, I want to get paid about $1,000, $2,000. Hopefully, the average overall is about $3,000 per month, but we're working our way up to that point. Still being only at, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was, but still being only at 150 plus $1,000 rather than 200 or $300,000. That's the reason why we're not seeing thousands of dollars per month. But let's go over to the dividend tracker to see where that stands as of right now. So, where we stand for the dividend tracker, last month in January, we received $296.29. This month, in February, we received $254.20. This is significantly lower than what the belief is or what the projected is, and that's probably based on the dividend yields that are changing and actively changing. I would imagine so, and I want to go through some of the biggest difference makers to see kind of the change within those, and then maybe adjust those, and then we'll be able to get to a better number, because neither of these months have been $129 for JP Morgan, right? And I would imagine it's because this dividend yield is changing, or it's just the payout overall. I can't really tell. However, what is close is SPHD is pretty close. You can see that ticker symbol O is pretty close as well, but you have a huge difference between JP Morgan, right, being $94 versus $129. And then I believe there was another one, but I guess not. Oh yeah, this is another one, right? You have Wisdom Tree. It should be $53, but it's currently at $28.67. And February is at $28.81. So it's around this mark. It's just, I don't understand why it's around that mark and how much is being paid out. So $254.20. I'm not mad at it because I'm getting paid a dividend and it's growing in value, but the overall amount should be sitting at about $600 or $700, but the total amount is about $550.50, giving me an average over the last 2 months of $275.25, significantly lower than what we have here as projected for just the monthly amounts, right? All of those minus the monthly positions of $341.29. So let's go and check JP Morgan equity premium income just to kind of get a breakdown of that to see if we're close on the percentage. And maybe it's not really, see, it's showing me a percentage of 7.12. I feel like this can't be accurate. There has to be a different percentage somewhere that I can search for that's going to give me what the accurate number is and what the dividend percentage actually is. So maybe if I go on a stock analysis, it says 7.2%, and the payout is $4.27 per share in the past year, right? So I don't know. It's not really showing me anything different than what I've seen, right? It's showing me a higher rate of return there of 7.28% every month. So, well, not every month, but you know what I mean. Like, we're looking at it overall and how much you're being paid out, and then split by the year. But the point is you should be looking at 7.28%, and based on the calculation, it should give me a good amount of 129, even being conservative there at 7%, $129 versus the $94 that I'm getting paid. So it's interesting. I'm not going to question it. I mean, I've been paid out that, but I always want to find an accurate projection. It's just sometimes you're just never going to come back at the projected level. So that's where I stand for dividends. My total payout, the amount should be about $6,000 overall, but I mean, with us falling short on these last two, maybe I'll have to look at how much we're short by, because this is $314, and I guess that's by how much the overall payment is there. But based on this change, this should be 141, not 341, not 314. So there might be something missing here. But either way, if you just look at these, projected is $628 versus the actual amount of what we had, which is $554. So definitely falling behind, but still, I'm getting paid a dividend. I can't be mad at getting paid that dividend. It's just when you expect things, you expect it to roll in that same way. So anyways, that's where my dividend account stands. we'll put out some more videos, some more content on selecting different dividend positions and what my overall average actually is for all plays, all shares, all money lines that are in there, right? So anyways, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, check out any of the links down below. I'm going to get out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.